What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy. Right now, I'm at a cemetery in northern Illinois. I'm visiting the grave of this woman whose life was tragically stolen from her. I read about this case online a long time ago before they knew what her name was. When I was on my way back up to Wisconsin, I thought about her again. In July 1999, a woman was murdered and her body was found in a cornfield in Wisconsin in Racine County. They didn't know what her name was at the time, and they called her Jane Doe. The autopsy report said that she died from being tortured and abused for weeks. Her body was in horrible condition, and she had very bad injuries. She was wearing a denim rose patterned shirt. They estimated that she was an adult and that she was also cognitively disabled. They found her body in a cornfield in July 1999, and the person who found her said that she suffered from horrible injuries.
She looked like she had been beat up and tortured.
Megan Rio's story has now become part of Jane Doe's story. It was here in Racine County on July 21st of 1999 that Megan and her father discovered a young woman's body.
And later on, we had found out from the sheriff's department that they believed she was tortured for weeks, if not months, before she finally passed away, and then they just dumped her.
Who did it and who is Jane Doe have remained a mystery all these years. But
it wasn't until 2019 when someone confessed to killing her, when they finally found out who she was. Her name was Peggy Lynn Johnson. In 1994, her parents passed away and she was homeless. She was only 18 years old and she was cognitively disabled. She went to a nursing home to get help and she thought someone there was going to help her. But there was this woman who was working at the nursing home. She was an evil woman who tricked her into coming back to her home. And she was held captive for 5 years and tortured and abused before she was finally murdered in 1999. The woman who killed her is behind bars. I have words to say about that woman who killed her, but I'm not going to say them in this video. This story really bothered me because I'm also cognitively disabled myself. As some of you guys should know, I have a mild form of autism. And I think it's just horrible how someone can be evil enough to harm someone like this. Someone who can't defend themselves. And it's horrible how they just stole their life, stole their identity, and just viciously killed them and tortured them for no reason. All because they could. I never wanted Peggy Lynn Johnson to be forgotten. She was 23 years old at the time of her death. Only a couple years younger than me. I feel like that it could have been me, like Peggy Lynn Johnson. No one deserves to go through what this poor woman's gone through. I wanted to leave these flowers by her grave in memory of her. Here's her grave, right here. She's buried next to her mother, who died in 1994. I'm going to leave these flowers by her grave. And I want everyone watching this video to be on the lookout for evil and cruel people like this. Not only that, but to also be on the lookout for people who need our help. For people like Peggy. Peggy was 18 years old when she became homeless. When a person reaches that age, it's like the government and system don't even care about you anymore because you're an adult. She did not deserve this fate. And I wanted to make this video so no other person suffers the same fate that Peggy had. And I never wanted her to be forgotten. Peggy Lynn Johnson, I am so sorry that someone was cruel enough to harm you, cruel enough to take your life, cruel enough to put you through so much pain and steal your life from you for no reason. You did not deserve this horrible fate. No one deserves the horrible fate that you suffered. I'm really sorry, Peggy. But I know one thing. You're with God now. You're with your mother now. You're far away from this cruel world. Far away in a place where no one will ever harm you again. In a place where you'll be at peace forever. And I wish you peace in the afterlife. Rest in peace. Peggy Lynn Johnson. And may you fly away to a place where no evil exists. I wish you peace in the afterlife. Rest in peace, Peggy Lynn Johnson.